Hey folks, Sherry here. Got a little word for you today, and if I had to title this video, I think I would call it, "In order to go forward, sometimes you have to look back." Now, I know we're told all the time, forget that's behind you and move forward and that sort of thing. Keep moving forward, and that is absolutely true. But you know, when you're going along and you're trying to make this thing work, as many of us have, and what is this thing? Being an entrepreneur. Whether it's online, offline, doesn't matter. But once you figured out that this is what you are and who you are inside, and you feel like that you have a calling to be that, boy, did everything blow up in your life, including a lot of people around you. And we're going to go deep into that. I mean, deep, deep, deep. But what you have to do sometimes when you're in the middle of this desert place where you feel like, good Lord, how did I get here? What's going on? All I'm trying to do is fulfill what I feel like is a calling inside of me. I keep feeling pushed to move in this direction. I can't lay it down. Sometimes I've even tried and I can't. And yet it seems like, man, everything has come against me. Every devil's coming out of the woodwork. People going crazy. People who should have your back seem to be stabbing you in the back. You're down hard. I mean, before maybe you could had some income and some money, and all of a sudden the harder you go after this, the worse that situation gets, and you feel like you're just out in the middle of a desert wasteland being shot at by bazookas, okay? And truth is, you are. What do you do when you're in that situation and you can't let go of this thing that's inside of you? Here's what you have to do sometimes, especially if you're not surrounded in an environment where you have a strong support system, which many people don't in this situation. That's when you have to stop and remind yourself why you do what you do and how you got here to begin with. And why is that important? Because if you can look back and just think on, meditate on, soak up, remember, recall the victories that you've had, the situations and circumstances that drew you to the knowledge that not only are you an entrepreneur, but you're an entrepreneur for a purpose. Purpose-driven. And all the things, when you look back, that have happened in your life that have guided you to this place, all the victories that you've had, all the things that stopped you from going in a different direction, I'm telling you, there's some of you out there, you've tried to lay it down and go out and just get a job, like, you know, Uncle Fred's been telling you to do, Mom and them, you know, quit being stupid, go out and get a real job. You get fired. Everything you've tried to do to walk away from this thing, nothing works. Yet here you are out here sometimes, again, you just, you know, all hell, for lack of a better word. Okay, couple things here. That's why it's important to be surrounded with a community of people who think like you do, believe like you do, and can believe for you when the times are tough. Because trust me, if you haven't been there yet, you're going. And it's a long, deep, and hard place. So for today, I just want to remind you that how important it is to stop and recall and remember. Dip from that well of remembrance of the things that you've gone through that utterly convinced you deep down in your spirit that this is the path you're supposed to be on, and you do have purpose for creating wealth or creating income, and as an entrepreneur, it's real, it's in you for a reason. And I just want to be that voice in the wilderness today to remind you to hang in there. You'll get there in the end, and there's going to be a whole lot of us at the finish line just exploding in excitement and victory and celebrating with you as you go along this path. So that's the word for today. Sometimes in order to move forward, you have to look back. It's not a bad thing. It helps you keep going. You guys be blessed.